Good morning. We are 2 hours into the workday, and it's been nonstop, and I am chilled, hence, the ever-present sweatshirt. And hang on, you see that? Oh, my hand's in the way. Hang on. My hand is cold. When you use the mouse a lot, and especially around this time of year, your hand just gets really cold, and I have a bit of self-diagnosed carpal tunnel because the joint at my wrist, I get a lump in there when it gets really cold like that. So I got my gauntlet on. I made that I think 2 years ago, and as you can tell, I keep putting my hand in the way. It has been very well used. It's very not even pilly, just there's a little bit of pill, but it's just well used. It's come in handy, so it's keeping my wrist and most of my hand warm. As you can tell, it's still there. The recent amigurumis is still there, but the others have been packed away, so I did actually accomplish something yesterday. I plan on doing a bit. I'm hoping to get most of it done today. Probably won't happen because it's one of those work days. But I may just go in sections and take certain hats, maybe show them to you guys, and then put them away. So we'll see. Okay, so lunchtime turned into post-lunchtime, post-meeting, and this is a stack of knit headwear that I have. This was me practicing seat stitch ages ago. I have, I don't know where I put it, but my orange and cream hat that I have, it was made from yarn from Alex Creates. Follow him on Instagram. And this was what was left of the skein. It was an ombre skein. And I made a headband, and I love the headband, except, let's see if I can do this. Close up. Nope, I can't. My bind off is way too tight. So it's quite stretchy here, and you're going to hear Minion 1 going in and out because he's grilling on the frozen deck. But yeah, this is super tight. There's like almost no stretch here, so barely fits over my head. So I am going to, this is where I started and ended, I'm going to undo that, maybe take out a row and do some kind of stretchy bind off and see if that'll work at some point. This you guys saw, this was my Malabrigo hat. That's all mine, and it will be worn at some point on the times that my, oh look, ends are still not woven in. My hair is not out in all its glory because I look like a mushroom when I put hats on my head then. So yeah. It's gorgeous, and it's Anniversario is the colorway, but this is a more muted version of it. It looked like sock yarn to me. But it's still going to be mine. Oh, I forgot I put something inside. Oh, where are you? This is what was left of the yarn, and I didn't want to not use it, so I made a little tassel and a little, oops, come on. Oh, one of my flowers. This is just a little baby hat. This is in colorway River Run, Thick and Quick. I like that one. This was some very old stash I had of Peyton's wool, and I made dry balls out of it, and it lasted a few years and it came undone. Once that one strand gets caught in the dryer, then forget about it. So there's that. And this is when I started adding eyelets to the hat, just to practice and to change it up. This is the York hat, and these are the samples I made, the small, the medium, another medium in a, this is Thick and Quick. This is, what is that? This is a Michael's yarn, the Lush Alpaca. Very soft, but very sheddy. This is also a medium in Lush Alpaca, and they're about the same size. It's just a tiny bit bigger. It came out because this yarn is a little looser than the Thick and Quick. And oops, hang on. These were the large ones, and the large sizes are for people with a lot of hair or who likes roomy hats. So this is a Lush Alpaca and Thick and Quick. I think this is the carousel colorway, but I'm not sure. Then this hat was with some AC Moore yarn. It's a roving style yarn. It's pretty, but it's huge. And I was going to take it apart, but because, you know, now of my natural do, I may keep it. Not that I need yet another hat, because I've got a ton. But none of them work quite the way now, quite the same way because of my natural do. This is scraps of Charisma. I really like Charisma to knit hats, just plain beanies with. I like the way they stripe up and the way they feel, but I may have to pause you. I'm trying to catch the mailman to send something out, and I'm not sure if I've missed him yet, so I may have to pause you. But anyway, this was me practicing helico knitting. I think I got it pretty well, and the good thing about helico is that you can't really tell where it starts, except for the beginning and the end, and even that depends on what you use. This is where it started, and I don't even know where it ended. I think here. But it's really hard to tell unless you're really looking for it. So, yeah, so these were scraps, obviously, from this, from that, and from whatever else I had. But yeah, and this is it's almost becoming my signature knit beanie because of the top that I do on it. But this is a very small size. This one, I love this one. It's neutral with a pop of color, even though there's a lot of color here, and tweed, of course. And it's Charisma, and it's soft, and I just like the way it knits up. So yeah, that's just a regular size beanie. And this was one of the first colors of Charisma I bought, and I always seem to have it in stash for the most part, except I think this was the last one I had. I forget what the colorway is called, but I love the way it works up. And this is just a regular, just a plain beanie. And I think I did a 3x2 on the rib. You know, you don't always have to do a 1x1 or a 2x2. You can play with it and do whatever. See what looks nice for you. Oh, I think this was the other leftover colorway I had. Yep. So I took the 3 and put it into that 1. This is another plain beanie. This is a 2x2 rib. Is it a 2x2? Nope, it's a 2x1 rib. So see? I love the stripe and the tweed in Charisma. Plus it's so soft, and when you wash it, it gets even softer. It's a win-win-win. This is, I don't even remember what the yarn is. I think it's discontinued, I'm pretty sure. It is, I think it's Big Value Stripes. It's Bernat Big Value Stripes. And I'm pretty sure it's discontinued, but for some reason, I love how the gray transitioned into here, into the cream, but I love this right here. And there are little specks in here that you can't really tell on camera, but you can faintly see it in person. And even on here, you can see the little light specks. I love that. It's just so subtle. It's very masculine, but you can pull it off as well. With the little blip. And this is just a regular, again, plain beanie in Thick and Quick. Yeah. Or more of a slouchy, I guess, because it's a really long one. I think I was using up the rest of the yarn. And last, I have, actually, I was using up the rest of the yarn to do this. What was left was, I made a headband. So yeah, just a plain headband. I think I did something different here. You knit, what did I do? I can't remember. But I did something, but I can't remember because I was just going with it. But yeah. Those are my knits that I need to put away. A couple of them I am going to take with me when I meet up with the person who wanted the baby rattles, because she wanted some hats, so I'm just going to take a bunch with me to show her. And then I will put them in storage. Inventory storage. But yesterday, I still have my gauntlet on, by the way, I posted my latest Octo mod, I guess. And unfortunately, I didn't write down what I did with these. I just did it as I went along, just as distraction. So this is the Christmas pudding Octo. And she's fancy, or he's fancy. Could be a boy or girl, because the little berry on top is made out of baby alpaca. When Craftsy used to sell yarn, this was one of theirs. It's so soft. But I have a little bit of a skein left, and I just used it for that. And this is embroidery thread. So yeah. Alright, later.